Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. As told by Muriel, I am Muriel, and I'm here today, y'all. Can we just have a little chit chat, just talk about life? I really don't have any topic to really discuss. I just wanted to talk to y'all. It's been a while. Things have been going on. We are 24 days into the new year. I have not been sticking to my New Year's goal, weight loss goal. I've been doing pretty good. I try to stick to my meats and my veggies. I ordered a beef and broccoli today from the Chinese restaurant. And didn't know, because I really don't order this often. I was trying to think of what I can get for vegetables and just meat. I didn't know they give you a rice with it. And not only did they give me a rice, they gave me fried rice, y'all. So y'all know I gotta eat this. But this is all I've had to eat today. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And all I've had to eat, I did drink one of these earlier. Y'all know I love my Lipton diet green teas. But this is all I've had to eat. I had plans for later on meet one of my friends to go get some Mexican food. Because I was ready for those drinks, but I'm so tired. She lives, it's another town, another city. So it would have been a drive to get to her. And I'm so sleepy, y'all. After I eat this food, I'm probably going to sleep for a couple hours. Which I should try to burn it off, but no, I'm going to sleep. Hey, y'all. And y'all see my eyebrows? I went and got my eyebrows micro shaded. They're going through the healing process now. This is supposed to be like the ugly process. I was worrying for a while because I got it. Tomorrow will be a week that I had it done. And I thought this process would have started happening a few days prior. But it actually just started. I do twice a day. I clean it with the antibacterial soap. And I put I think it's Aquaphor she gave us. But it wasn't dark. It wasn't lightening and it was staying dark. And I was like, no, I kind of want it to lighten up. But I see now it's finally starting to like peel. You can see it there. It's finally starting to peel some, so I'm happy. Let's talk about work. So, y'all know I'm still trucking along in the hospital. I'm not overwhelmed anymore. I come in, I may ask 1 or 2 questions throughout the shift, but nothing major. It's more procedural when new things come up. Just letting y'all know what they're saying about C-19 back with a vengeance. It really is. Patients are coming in negative, ending up positive, having a quarantine in the hospital. 5-day quarantine. Some of them are asymptomatic. Some of them are symptomatic. The older ones, they're symptomatic. They're having respiratory issues. It's affecting their GI tract as well. They're having problems with their bowels, and at one point I thought I was COVID positive because I worked with a patient who was supposed to be discharged the next day. Well, the next day I didn't work. So long story short, came back to work. A week later, we had a C-19 positive patient on the floor. Excuse me, y'all. I wasn't assigned to that patient. So when I'm not assigned to a patient, I don't be trying to figure out who they are. I don't do that. I be so busy with my patients. So y'all know I'm part-time, so I work my 2 days. Coming back next week, I was assigned to the patient. I walk in the room and I'm like, hey, didn't I work with you 2 weeks ago? The patient was like, yeah, I was supposed to go home, but they did a test. Found out I'm positive. Mind you, I worked with the patients 2 weeks prior. The patient did have, I'm going to say the patient because I'm not going to reveal gender. The patient did test down in the ER and they were negative. But by the time it came around for discharge, they were positive. Patient had no visitors during their stay. So what does that tell you? That's not they're not telling us as staff, hey, you came in contact with a patient who was tested, blah blah blah, you go get tested. I'm not gonna necessarily say I was asymptomatic. If y'all hear noise, that's lady down there begging as usual. I won't necessarily say I was asymptomatic. I did wake up one day, and y'all excuse my wig. I'm just on here, y'all. When I get off here, I'm snatching this wig off. I'm going down. I'm going to sleep. But anyway, won't say I was asymptomatic. I woke up one day. I woke up one day and I had a headache. And you know, I'm one of those people, I very rarely get sick. Like, I think the last time I was truly sick of any kind, it was probably about 13 years ago when I actually was sick. And that was just like a 2-day real bad cold. I remember it was one of those instances where I washed my hair and then I went out that same night. You know, people love to say, you know, the medical field, they love to say that doesn't make you sick. That's bull. I was fine until I washed my hair and I went out, and then I was sick immediately after. So they can say what they want to say. So anywho, that was the last time I was sick. And that was, I think it was like 2008. Of course, I've had little pains. Like I have ankle pains every now and then. My ankle will hurt me. To the point now where I wear like a brace on my ankle. I don't do it every day. It's just all out of the blue. My ankle will start hurting. And then it'll hurt for like 3 days. And when I gotta work, oh my goodness, the pain be... Ooh, I have to wear the brace. And the brace is kind of painful too. But the brace pain is... I'd rather take the brace pain before the ankle pain. So anyway. Then like when I got 2 or 3 days off, the pain just goes away. And sometimes I don't feel it again for a few weeks. I'm working, you know, my picking up some days with my my local agencies in long-term care still. Never give that up. Not gonna say never, but if I'm gonna be at the bedside, I will always choose long-term care. I'm different, I know, y'all. This girl got a bachelor's degree, whatever. I would still choose long-term care over the acute care anytime. Y'all know I signed a contract. I'm about to go on a travel assignment. This won't be my first travel. My first travel was actually long-term care. Y'all know, because some of y'all are here because of the video. Netting $2K in long-term care travel assignment. But this still be acute care. Am I making bank, y'all? Yeah, I'm making bank. I'm about to make bank. I won't get into the numbers because I don't know. I'm just not where I want to be discussing numbers anymore. I will tell y'all that there are contracts out there paying $8,000 a week. I'm not making that. I'm not making bank like that. But I'm making more than the $2K that I was making before. And y'all, my travel contract is within an hour and a half of my home, but it still qualifies to travel. I do plan to spend some overnights in that city that I'll be in. I hear so long online about you getting a stipend, you got to stay there, blah, 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 blah. But my question with that is, okay, because they like to say you got duplicate expenses. Okay, so that basically means the expenses you have at home, you got to be duplicating those where you're at. And people are trying to say, oh, you got to stay there the entire time. You can't come back home. My question with that is, say you're somebody whose mortgage is $900 a month. That's a month. Mortgage is a month. And say you pay light bill, water bill, that might run you $250 a month. Those are essential, and food. Those are essential expenses. So your mortgage is $900. Your light bill, say $200. That's $1,100. Your water bill, maybe $50 a month. That's $1,150. Groceries, some people pay $200, $250. You can make $250 stretch a month in groceries. So what, we're at $1,150 plus $250. So that's $1,300. Now, if I stay in a hotel room, I don't stay in no any type of hotel. If I say I stay in a hotel for 3 nights a week, that's gonna roughly run me about $300. I'd say $300, $100 a night. Anywhere from $300 to, I'd say $340, because I'm not staying in no $40, $50 a night hotel. And it's not about the price, but you know what you get when you spend like $40, $50 in a hotel, and I'm not gonna do that. So 110 maybe a night. I stayed 3 nights. Okay, we're running anywhere from $300 to $340 a week in the hotel. Do that for a month, we're at $1,200 to maybe $1,300 a month. And then you buying groceries, getting food. Say 2 days, I can make it off of, I say 2 days, $30. Something to eat. And that's if I don't bring my own meat, lunch meat and stuff. Okay. So that's $30 a week. No, 3 days, so 45 times 4. So that's 160, 170, 175. So with hotel and food, I spent $1,375 for a month. At home, I spent, what did I say it was at home? At home, I said it was about $1,500, $1,400. So I basically duplicated my expenses that I would spend at home in a month in essentials working this travel assignment. But they're paying you $1,100 a week in stipend. How am I not duplicating expenses if my expenses for those 3 nights that I stayed are the same expenses I spend a month on essentials at home? Food, water, lights, and mortgage. How am I not duplicating? That's what I don't understand about people saying, you gotta stay there the whole time. Why do I gotta stay there? I'm paying out of pocket what I'm paying a month to stay there those 3 nights a week. That's what I pay a month in mortgage, lights, and water. So why do I have to stay there? Who says I have to spend the whole $1,000 and $1,100 a stipend and actually living there? Who says that? The IRS doesn't say that. They want you to duplicate expenses. I just showed you I'm duplicating my expenses. I can choose to stay in a hotel for 3 days and spend $320, or I can choose to go home, stay there 3 days, and come home the other 4. But my expenses are still the same as my essential expenses. So this is what I understand. That's why I'm getting a little kind of like, well, how is it that I don't qualify for the stipend? These people go and they go stay in a place and they stay for 6 weeks, or they stay for 8 weeks, and they stay for 13 weeks, and they're getting a stipend. They're getting $1,000 a week, but they only paying like $1,500 in rent, or paying $500, maybe paying $500. Let's say they're in California paying $2,000 a month in rent, but y'all still getting like $4,000 or $5,000 in stipend. Y'all not spending all y'all money. Y'all not spending all y'all stipend on rent. Y'all not spending all y'all stipend on groceries. Y'all getting like, I said the least $1,000 a week. So y'all getting $4,000 a month in stipend. Y'all paying $1,500 a month to rent a room or for an Airbnb or whatever. And y'all buying y'all something to eat. Y'all might spend about $150. Y'all not spending all y'all stipend on essentials for the duplicate expenses. So why are y'all looking down on somebody who's gonna stay in a hotel room for like 3 nights a week and then come home? I don't understand. I don't understand that. So yeah, that's the only thing I got. But anyway, my assignment is supposed to start next week, y'all. I'm ready. Like I tell y'all, the floor where I work, if you can work there, you can work anywhere. If you want to get training, I'm gonna leave my email down here. If you want to be trained as a new grad nurse and you want some good training so you continue to sign, the floor I work will get you ready. I don't know if there's a med surg floor anywhere in the United States that I'm not prepared to work after working where I've worked. I think the only thing that's gonna throw me is, now where I work, we have phlebotomists, we have RT, which is respiratory therapy. They do their treatments, and phlebotomy come draw blood unless it's central line and we draw our own blood. If I go somewhere and they tell me I gotta draw my own blood, plus I gotta do all my treatments, and because there are hospitals like that where as the nurse, you draw your own blood, you do your own treatments, and you got to do your own like 12 EKGs. I know how to draw blood. I know how to do respiratory treatments. Y'all, these patients better not be as sick as the patients at my hospital. Because our patients too sick at my hospital for us to be doing that. You know, we having to draw blood. Some of them patients get blood drawn every 2 hours. Who got time to do that? And then we take up to 6 patients. And then I've heard on occasions they take up to 7 in my floor. I ain't never took 7. But I have had 6 patients quite a few times. And I can't see having them 6 patients and drawing their blood and doing their treatments. And very much so on a lot of occasions doing all my ADL care. Like I said, I work in the hospital, but I do more ADL care in the hospital than I ever did my whole 18 years in long-term care as a nurse. Just the other day, I had 6 patients. 1, 2, 3. 3 were incontinent. 3 were incontinent. 1 had a Foley, but he was incontinent of bowels. Who do you think was in there changing them patients? This nurse right here. I was in there changing them patients. Who was doing the blood sugars so we didn't have enough techs? This nurse right here, I had to do my own blood sugars. On top of having 2 of my patients had C19. So that was Dawn and Dolphin to get out of the room. Thank God I didn't have no drips and PCA pumps and all that. But them orders was steadily flowing. Doctors was changing orders all day long. New orders coming in and in. I'm having them telemedic the doctor all day because this patient got this going on. This patient this changed. This is going on. Like, it's busy at my hospital, so I'm ready. I'm ready. So, yeah. I worked the other day at this assisted living facility, one I told y'all about that I like, that I go to anytime. I hadn't been there since like September, probably October. I worked there the other day. Assisted living. It's supposed to be easy. It's easy. It's been easy the other time I worked it. Well, I roll up in there the other day. Had to send 2 patients out to the hospital. There's a process sending patients to the hospital. I roll up and had the agency nurse. I hadn't been here since September. 2 patients I had to send out to the hospital. I'm like, Lord, this is what you get for being greedy and wanting money. One of the extra few coins, it was from one of them agencies that pay daily. I worked that day. When I left there that day, that was an 8-hour shift. My ankle was hurting so bad. So bad. I contemplated not going to work the next day at the hospital. I normally get up like 5:15 to get to work on time. I laid in that bed from 5:15 to 5:40, contemplating, calling out. But I rolled on through, y'all. I got there late. I ain't gonna lie, I got there late because the whole time I was thinking, I'm not going, I'm gonna call out. I'm not going. I went on. It was all right shift. It was a decent shift. I made it through. But now I'm in the mindset of you working doing this for this money. When I went back to this hospital, I didn't even go back for the money, y'all. It ain't even about the money. The money ain't even all that good. Like I said, I make more in long-term care than I make as this staff nurse at this hospital. The experience is what I wanted. Baby, I got that. I got that experience. So now I'm ready to start this contract, y'all. I am excited. Pandemic went past me because y'all, like I said, I was making $2K in long-term care. But $2K compared to some people getting $6, $7, $8K for doing the same work that I'm doing now at the hospital, the same work that I was doing before, and I hated it. I think I would have liked it much better if y'all was depositing $5,000 in my bank account every week. I would have liked it a whole lot better. So yeah, y'all. This me. I'm be coming at y'all with this video. Y'all got any questions, comments? Oh yeah, I be forgetting to tell y'all to subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel, y'all. I try to be, you know, as honest as I can without telling too much, because my daughter been getting on me. She was like, you give out too much information about where you stay. You can't tell people. You can't. Why are you doing videos in your car? You know, so she told me not to do too much. So I'm not going to give up too much information anymore. But anyway, you guys, if you like this video. Oh, and also my name changed. I forgot to mention. I changed my name, y'all, because I do a lot of, all I do is nursing on here. So I was like, let me just put my nursing name. That As Told by Muriel. I liked it. Y'all know I used to watch that cartoon, As Told by Ginger. I think it was As Told by Ginger. I used to like that. Even though I was a 20, probably 18, 17, 20 watching it. I used to like that. So I put As Told by Muriel. I think I'm going to do another channel. It's going to be a react channel because y'all know I am a Game of Thrones fanatic. Anybody come out with House of the Dragon this year. And so I think I'm about to start doing like a reaction review type channel. I might start it off with the House of the Dragon. I don't know. It's so many series I'm waiting to come back on this year. Like I'm waiting for Peaky Blinders. I'm waiting for the marvelous Mrs. Maisel. House of the Dragon. What other show was I waiting to come back? My daughter was waiting on Euphoria to come back. That's back. I think I'm the only two I'm waiting on. I'm hoping they'll be here in 2022. Certain shows I will sit there and watch the whole series complete. Like Marvelous Mrs. Maisel is so good to me. Peaky Blinders is so good to me. Anything Game of Thrones, I'm there. Anything. So yeah, if you like this video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. What was I saying? I'll be back at y'all. I think the next video I will actually wait to do another video when I'm actually on my assignment so I can tell y'all how it is, how it's going. And then we'll just take it from there. Talk to you guys later. Bye.